thank you for all making the effort to come to rugby. Yeah, have you ever knew a rugby group? To mark a special occasion, I hope you... What?
Go on there, speak up. She's dead from it.
I'll point myself back here. I hope you enjoyed the ceremony. Good. Which has now created a brace of Godfrey Becks. Says here. Well, I must say that rather stunning in their regalia.
Oh, thank you.
As do the bridesmaids, everyone, all of us. We all do. Except me. So here we are then. A major chapter in the lives of these two young people. Although one would have thought that Sam would have heeded the warning signs as soon as Helen coined the phrase Sam's first Jew. But it now seems that Mark has become Sam's only Jew. And the tradition with this faith, I have on good authority that for a small fee, he will be available later for private recitals of the Torah, all of which I believe he is now memorised. Is that correct? Yes.
100%.
Good. We'll be out the back later. Yeah, you'll earn a fortune. Be all right. It was also recently brought to my attention that there is a guest here amongst us who has known Mark for a long time, longer than most of us. And she tells me that Mark's mum Pamela would take him shopping.
Yeah.
And he would run amok in a certain Stanmore bank, running around and shouting and yelling and ripping up the leaflets and frightening all the other customers.
He's gone very quiet. He always does when he knows it's true.
But yeah, I know. But she now tells me that was several months ago. And Pam now refuses to take him out anymore. Of course, when I first met him, a bearded, olive-skinned chap with Middle Eastern origins, I did have my doubts. Because it turns out he actually seems quite nice, and Sam seems to like him too.
Sorry.
No accounting for taste. However, talking to Sam, what can one say about one's only daughter? Well, it's probably best I don't say too much in case Mark's paying attention for once. Suffice to say that I love her more than I can put into words.
Me too.
Well, you love...
No, I love you more. No,
Oh,
not
right,
myself.
Okay.
No, that's
Yeah,
just...
I've got it,
oh,
I've got
God, I'm egotistical, but not that much.
And to be honest, if Mark's willing to take up the challenge from here on in, that makes him a very brave man indeed.
Yes.
Some of you will have known Sam for all of her life.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of her life.
And others will be relative newcomers. Helping her with the little hobby that she had, taking a few photographs,
How many?
That's it. More than 6. And over the years, that's turned into quite a thing, which I've only really discovered, because she never tells me anything, I only really discovered when her and Mark and the team took over our factory one weekend and for a photo shoot and turned the place into a bloody James Bond movie set. I mean, ridiculous. Anyway, for today, let's just both wish them, both? Let's all wish them both.
Yeah, that's it.
Now
That's the right.
let you both wish them all.
No.
That's not going to work. Let's all wish them both the very best for the future. And it says here, now you can have a drink. So, raise your glasses. For Sam and Mark.
Sam and Mark.
For Godfrey Beck.
The Godfrey Becks. Sam and
Yay!
Mark.
Thank you
Cheers.
guys. Cheers, everyone.
I'll shut up now. I've just been reminded that there's a groom here who I need to introduce. So, over to Mr. Godfrey. Thank
you.
you. You're Malcolm.
In joke.
Unfortunately, my speech is not going to be as long or as entertaining or as funny.
Shall we read my one?
Nor will it have as many wild stories.
No, true.
But I would like to thank everyone that's here today. People who have known us a very long time. Or newer people. I'd like to thank the two amazing people down the end who've put all of this together.
Stand up, guys! Stand up! Up! Stand up! Both of you up!
And of course, our wonderful photographers, our videographer, and the wonderful hotel staff that have helped us out today and this weekend.
You haven't seen the photos yet.
Not yet.
I have, and they made me cry, so it's all good.
I've waited a very, very long time to take all of this off.
Oh dear.
But I suppose it can wait for another couple of minutes.
So Mark.
Thank both of you for bringing me into this world. And thank both of you. Just thank you. And Samantha.
Ruling his life for him.
Thank you. Since I've known you, every day has become more interesting.
You can say that.
Certainly more interesting. And I look forward to spending a lifetime of adventures with you.
Oh, thank you. Me too. Me too. It's going to be great.
So with that said, short and sweet, to my wonderful wife.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce all of you to my oldest friend in the world, Matthew Smith, my best man.
This speech may be a little bit longer than the others. Because I didn't time it, I just wrote. I remember the first time I met Mark Godfrey. He was lying on a table, completely naked and crying. I was in no position to look down on him though, as I had just wet myself. And thus, our 28-year friendship was born. I can't say that Mark was a particularly bright or gifted child. He once had to be rescued by firefighters after purposefully climbing into a washing machine and getting stuck. But alongside our other friend Ravi, the three of us were inseparable as kids. Mark's mum and dad used to look after my sister and I while we were at school. So from ages 8 to 13, I basically spent every day round theirs. Because of this, I've always considered Mark family. Sometimes he's the kid brother I can impart wisdom to. Other times he's the drunk aunt throwing up at a family party. As the older of the two, I've always felt the need to help Mark be as normal as possible. At this task, I have utterly failed. A point that was driven home to me when Mark casually informed me I would be sword bearer at his wedding. While he may appear fairly laid back, Mark has always struck out on his own and an independent and driven young man. It is this focus and forward planning that has helped Mark to such a typical career path. From studying film studies at college, followed by telemarketer, an accountant for dinner ladies, debt collector, martial arts salesman, not as cool as it sounds, published fitness fiction writer, plumbing shop sales assistant, gothic model, photographer and vape salesman. Through our early teens and 20s, alcohol has been a huge factor in our friendship. It has also been a huge factor in Mark's friendship with Ravi and with Chris, and now that I come to think of it, all of Mark's friends. It may be that Sam is the only person who can enjoy Mark's company sober, which is probably for the best. Up until he met Sam, Mark's love life was a constant source of concern. I won't go into details. Suffice it to say that they all ended up with him announcing that the relationship was over and all of his friends celebrating. Sam is by far the best thing that's ever happened to Mark. She's kind, patient, just the right level of crazy, and she really gets Mark. She embraces his many, many eccentricities and allows him to truly be himself, something that no one else has ever managed. And I include all our friends when I say that. I called Mark up the other day just to say, Mark, I am so glad that you found the perfect woman. I know that you'll be together forever. And you know what he said? Nothing. The bastard hadn't answered his phone. Some things never change. Anyway, this speech has clearly rambled on long enough, and you're probably anxious to start necking your drinks. If you could all stand up, raise your glasses, and toast this fantastic, completely mad, happy couple to Sam and Mark.
Thank you. Everyone broke.
Thank you, Matt. That was
Bloody brilliant.
brilliant.